Hi guys, welcome to this video. In this video, I'll show you how we can use Grafana, for the monitoring purpose. So with the help of Grafana, we can visualize our data. It can be any kinds of data, so you can connect any kinds of data sources here, whether it's a database, whether it's any other, let's say, sources of the data. You can connect anything. Even you can also connect with your application. So I will show you the demo of Grafana, how we can create the Grafana dashboard. I will show you the entire step-by-step setup, and after that definitely will be able to use the Grafana inside your project. So Grafana is a open source visualization actually tool. With the help of that, you can visualize like any kinds of data, and it's a tool, guys. It can support all the data sources. Whether it's a database, whether it's any third-party sources, anything you can connect here. So to set up the Grafana, here I will be using the Docker. First of all, we'll try to launch a EC2 instance, and there we'll make the setup. Then with respect to the Docker, we'll try to set up the Grafana there. So first of all, let me open up my AWS account, and there I'll try to create a EC2 machine. Then I'll show you how we can set up the Grafana, in that. So guys, I'm inside my AWS account. So here you have to search for EC2 instance. So you can see, guys, this is my EC2 instance. And here you have to launch the instance. You can give the name of the instance. So here I'll give Grafana demo. Grafana demo. Okay. And here we'll be selecting the Ubuntu instance. So in the Ubuntu machine, we'll try to set up the Grafana. And after that, we'll try to select the instance type. So what we have to select here, see, at least just take 4 GB memory. I think it's fine, to run the Grafana there. And if you have any key value pair existing, you can select it. Either you can create a new one. So for me, I already have the new one. I'll try to select it. Then after that, I'll try to make HTTPS traffic from the internet and HTTP traffic from the internet. Configuration storage 8 GB, it's completely fine. Then we'll try to launch the instance. Then I'll click on view all instance. Now status is pending. Sorry, it's running. Now what we'll do, we'll try to go inside the instance, and I'll connect my machine right now. So it will give me a terminal. So there we'll try to make the setup. First of all, we'll try to upgrade the machine. Then we'll try to install the Docker here. Okay. And for this, I already prepared all the commands. So you can see, guys, these are the commands, and I will share all the commands. Okay. You can copy paste and you can execute. Even see, these are like very small command. You can also write it. Okay. So first of all, you have to do the sudo apt get update because here you are getting a new Linux machine. And to use it, first of all, you have to upgrade the machine. So this is the command for that. So let me upgrade it. So it may take some time. Let's wait. Once upgrade is complete, then we'll try to use the Docker here. Now let me copy the next one. So this is the next command. This is also for the upgrade command. So let me also upgrade it here. Continue. Yes, I will give yes permission, and I'll just press enter. Okay, so setup is done. Now we'll try to download the Docker, and this is the URL. Let me paste. So if I show you right now, so you can see, guys, I have downloaded one SSH file. Now if I execute it, it will install all the commands one by one, and your Docker will be installed here. So let me show you. Now see, guys, your Docker is getting installed. It may take some time. Then after that, we'll try to add the Docker in the sudo group. So this is the command for that. And now this is the last command. Yeah. So now if you want to check, just write Docker --version. So see, version is showing, that means Docker is installed successfully, okay, in your system. Okay, so my Docker is running. Now the next thing, guys, we'll try to set up this Grafana, okay, in the Ubuntu instance. So for this, I'll go to the documentation. So Grafana, uh, Grafana Docker documentation. Okay, you can see this is the link. So run Grafana Docker image. So here you will see Grafana comes with actually two editions. One is the Grafana Enterprise and Grafana Open Source. So I'm not going to use the Enterprise, okay, because it's a paid one. We'll try to use the Open Source. And to install the Open Source, this is the image, okay. This is the Docker image. And the entire commands, you can see this is the entire commands. I'll try to copy the commands, and here I'll do a little bit modification. Instead of using the Enterprise, I'll try to use the OSS version. So I'll just write Grafana OSS, okay. Now let's copy the command, and by default it will run on port number 3000. Now let's copy and execute it here. So now see, it's downloading the image. So once it downloads, now it will execute the image as a container. And now one thing you have to do, guys, you have to do the port mapping of the 3000, because by default 3000 port is not available in the EC2 instance. So for this, just come here, go to the security, go to security groups. Okay, so I have to sign in again. Okay, so now here click on edit inbound rules, add rules, custom TCP port number 3000, and I can access from anywhere. That's why I give 000 and save the rules. Okay, it's done. Now if I get back to my instance, and now what I will do, let me refresh the page. Okay, so let me check whether my container is running or not. I'll just write docker ps hyphen a. Oh, sorry, docker ps hyphen a. So you can see, guys, one container is running. So status is created. Status. Okay, maybe it's not running. Docker ps. Docker ps. Yeah, it's running. So what I'll do, I'll just try to copy this public IP, and here let me paste it, and I'll give port number 3000. Okay, now it should open my Grafana dashboard. So guys, you can see this is the Grafana dashboard. It's opening here. So you can see, guys, this is the window it is coming. Now what you can do, you can give your username and you can give the password. So see, by default, whenever you are opening for the first time, you have to give admin as username and admin as password. Okay, now it will ask for the new password. So now you can give the new password. So here I'll just write, let's say, I think I'll give ENT. Okay, my name I have given. You can see this is the password I have given. Now let me log in. So next time, whenever you want to log in, so this credential you have to give. Now this is the dashboard of the Grafana. Okay. Now here what I have to do, guys, I have to connect the data sources. Now here you can use any kinds of data sources. Okay. Because if you go to the connection, so let me show you. If you go to the data sources, okay, so it supports actually various kinds of data sources. Let me show you. So see, guys, it supports various kinds of data sources like time series database. It supports, then logging and documents database. It supports district tracking. It supports. Okay, profiling supports. SQL supports. Cloud supports. Okay, enterprise plugin also supports. So see, all kinds of, okay. Even you can also find more here. All kinds of like data sources are available. Everything it supports. So if you are interested, you can also use Postgres, SQL, MySQL, MongoDB. Let's say you have the data in the MongoDB, you can also connect the MongoDB here. Okay, so what I will do in this demo, I'm going to connect one time series data we'll be connecting this Prometheus. Okay, I think you know Prometheus also a platform. With the help of that, you can also do the visualization. Even it also has the database. Okay, so it has already has some data. We'll try to get the data and we'll try to plot. Now we'll try to visualize in the Grafana. So for this, we have to go to the Prometheus website. So here I'll just write Prometheus monitoring. So this is the website of Prometheus. Okay, you can see. So we'll also try to install this Prometheus as a Docker image, and we'll try to see okay how we can get the data. So for this, what we'll do, guys, I will again search Prometheus, Prometheus Docker, Prometheus. Just a minute. So I will search for Prometheus Docker install. So installation Prometheus. If I go inside that, so here you will see the Docker command somewhere. You can see this is the Docker command. Let's copy the command, and here copy. I'll execute it here, and this will run on port number 9090. Okay. So it is telling Docker daemon full access denied for Prometheus repository does not exist. Okay, so why it's not working? Let me check, guys. Okay, so spelling is not correct. So this is the spelling. Now I think it should work. So see, it's downloading the image. After that, it will run. And in between, you have to do the port mapping 9090. So let's go to the security. Go to the security groups. Edit inbound rules. Add rules. Port number 9090. Okay, so here I'll select 000 and add the save rules. So it's done. Now, if I come here, it's running. So now let me copy the public IP. I'll take a new tab and search for port number 9090. So see, this is the Prometheus server. And I'll copy this URL. And I want to get the data. To get the data, you have to go to the /metrics actually route. Okay, then you will be getting the data. Different kinds of system data like CPU uses, RAM uses. Okay, these kinds of real-time time series data will be getting. So see, guys, here. Okay, you can also execute different expression like SQL expression and all. Even you can also store the data. Okay, everything is possible. So it has some predefined data. So let me just show you. So instead of graph, I will give metrics. Metrics. So this will give you, see, these are the data. Now this is the real-time system information like the CPU uses, RAM uses, okay, different data you have. So what we'll do, we'll try to connect these data sources in the Grafana. So let me open the Grafana. So here, what I will do, in the data sources, so if I go to the home, so go to the data sources, select the Prometheus. So here you have to give the Prometheus URL. What we will get? This is the URL. Just try to copy. And here just try to provide it. Okay, this one. And everything is fine. No need to change anything. Now if I save and test, I see successfully queries the Prometheus API. Now what we'll do, we'll try to go back. Now we'll try to create a dashboard. Add visualization. Now select the Prometheus. Now see, initially there is no data. Now if you want to select, see, we selected the metrics. Okay, metrics 1. So here we'll be selecting different metrics data. Now let's say I want to select this particular data. Now if I run the queries, so this will show the graph. Okay, this is the real-time graph. Now after some times, if you refresh, you will see that this graph will be changing because it is getting the data real time from the system itself. Now if you want to add in my dashboard, I'll just try to click here. Okay, back to the dashboard. Now see, it is available over the dashboard. Okay, you can also add multiple, let's say graphs here. How to do it? Click on add visualization. Again select another matrix. I'll select this one and run the queries. This is the graph. Again I'll go back to the dashboard. Now see, if I refresh every time, so see, this is real-time information. Now you can also drag and drop. Let's say I want to keep it here, you can also keep it here. Okay, so that's how guys you can connect any kinds of data sources in the Grafana. Let's say you are creating an application and that application using one data. I think I showed you, right? So let's say you are using, so let's say you have created one application and that application is using a data from the MongoDB. What you can do, you can connect the MongoDB sources here and real time you can see the visualization of the data. Let's say your machine learning model is predicting something. You can save those prediction in the database, and that database you can connect here, so you can see the real time actually visualization. So with respect to that, you can understand whether your model is getting biased or not, or it is giving let's say wrong prediction or not. Okay, so this is the idea of the Grafana. So I think guys, this demo helps you to understand what is Grafana exactly and how we can set up and how we can connect different sources. Now just try to connect with any other sources. Let's say connect with MongoDB, MySQL or anything and try to test, okay, from your side. Let's say I want to connect another one. I will click on add visualization and I will select the matrix. Let's say this one, run queries. This is the graph. Now let's go to the dashboard again. Now if I refresh every time, you can see the real-time information it is getting. So guys, if you go to the Grafana website, Grafana labs, so you'll see that different visualization they have done. Okay, so this kinds of actually visualization you will be getting if you want to let's say use the Grafana. Okay, so without Grafana also you can create the application. There is no issue with that, but if you are connecting that, so it will be giving you one beautiful dashboard. You can also use Power BI or this one Tableau for the visualization, but if you want to use them, you have to learn about that. But Grafana actually it's easy to use. Only you just need to know how to configure it, how to connect with different sources, and definitely you will be able to use that. Now let me show you how we can delete all the instance we have created. For that, I will go to the EC2. I'll go to the instance. Now select and terminate. So make sure you terminate the instance, okay, after using it, otherwise it will charge you. So yes guys, this is the demo of the Grafana. I hope you got it. So thanks for watching guys, and I will see you next time.